This is question number 16 of homework of Quiz 10 for chapter 9 and part of chapter 16. The figure on the right shows the demand and marginal cost curves for a monopoly. Under monopoly, consumer surplus equals. So we know that for whatever firm, including the monopoly, maximizing profit means that marginal revenue has to be equal to marginal cost. And in the case of a monopoly, the marginal revenue lies below the demand curve. In other words, in this graph, the marginal revenue curve starts from the same vertical intercept, but is a steeper straight line compared with the demand curve or demand line. So when we equate marginal revenue with the marginal cost, graphically speaking, that's the intersection of these two curves. So it's this point here which determines the output. So to determine the price output combination, we know that it has to be on the demand curve. So we simply choose the point which has the same output as the intersection of these two curves, but which is on the demand curve. So that's this point here. And consumer surplus is determined by the portion of the demand curve which lies above this equilibrium point, right? Because the equilibrium point determines the price the consumers have to pay, but the demand curve shows what we call the reservation price or willingness to pay, or the maximum amount that the consumers are willing to pay. So their difference, which is actually a triangle here. So the triangle here is the consumer surplus. But unfortunately, you can see that the A, B, or C, A is this triangle, which actually is with the lower line, one of the three lines for the triangle. The lower line is actually at the same level as the intersection of the marginal cost curve and demand curve. And we know that their intersection determines the efficient production level rather than the monopoly production level. And the same is true for B and C. So hence, if you look at the choices A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F, that's A and B, A plus B, A plus B, and plus C. None of this is correct because of the reasons we just discussed. The actual consumer surplus should be a portion of A and a portion of B, their sum. So the correct answer should be D, none of the above. So we check our answer. Your input is correct.